I'm a bit confused because all this world is totally new for me. I spent last year 400 days between Rust and Diesel, and also mostly speaking Cyrillic languages, so my English has suffered as well. But I hope you will understand what I will tell you. So the story is about Twitter convoys. It's actually the movement which started in Latvia a couple of days after the big war begins in Ukraine, and it started with one tweet. Some of my friends collected some money between themselves and bought 8 cars and asked me to help them to drive them to Ukraine. Then we came back and we understood that we have to do more. And as I don't know how to ask money to people directly, I just wrote a tweet that we brought 9 cars to Ukraine, we need more, and published my bank account. I was hoping for 1, maybe 2 cars, even half of a car would be great. But somehow it turned out at the moment 1,294. After a couple hours it will be 1,310. Still every Friday around 15 cars we deliver to Ukraine. The 4.5 million euros is altogether, because half of those cars is donated as a cars, and the other half is bought by the money. So in money it's about 2.5 million euros, and that's a picture from our first ride. And around is some of the cars we delivered. Just Ukrainian friends presented us this poster a couple of days ago. And actually we had no idea why it turned out so. We had no plans, we had no goals, we actually didn't want it to happen. We just want to deliver some cars to our friends in Ukraine. But actually from this tweet, the kind of avalanche started and we had no choice to stop. But there is some probably basic elements why it clicked together and turned out that way. It's people, communication, inspiration, of course, social media, and there is one also fifth element. I will tell about it later, but the people. I think all governments must support all kind of hobbies as one of the part of country's defense, because hobbies is a place where quite similar people come together, they test each other, they have a similar characteristics, and basically in the X hour they can immediately start to do things together. And in our case we all came from rallying, from autosport, and it's basically some crazy guys try to we try to kill ourselves, but we don't want to die. And to survive we need to work as a team. It's very important to trust each other, and adrenaline is everything for us. So the bigger trouble, the better we feel, and that's why we basically. And we also, during this hobby, we did it for 20 years. We all actually was retired also from the, but still keep in contact. And we wasn't very good friends. We had a similar hobby, and we, during those years, tested each other. And that's why we can start to do things immediately on the full scale, so I'd say so. Of course, communication. I hate WhatsApp now, because each time I get notification, I will delete it definitely after the after the victory, but this is actually the first message in our WhatsApp group that the one guy have idea to send the cars to Ukraine, and what can we do about it? And also, actually, these small WhatsApp groups, I know that a lot of people hate them, especially parents groups, but for example, there's a city, Sumy, in Ukraine. And it was the first city when the Russian tank column came in. And in the midday, the column was in the center of the city, but then they left, they went to Kiev. But in the evening, the local guys with different WhatsApp groups organized together. They made the Molotov cocktails. They went to military school they had in the city, took weapons, and actually followed those tanks and actually destroyed them quite a lot. So that's how WhatsApp groups can defend the country also. Inspiration. It was very important for us. It was a Ukrainian guy who we met on our first ride. We met him at the petrol station in Poland. He's Ukrainian. He lived for 6 years in Latvia. He came here to study with his wife. He has a wife and a daughter, and he had a business. And it was fourth day of the war. He closed his business, took a backpack, and went back to Ukraine to defend his country. And that was very big inspiration for us when you see how Ukrainians actually love their country, that they are ready to leave everything and go to defend. And yeah, we gave him a car with which he went to Kiev. This black car is a car which we know has the longest life in Ukraine. It has a 1000th mission anniversary a couple of weeks ago, because usually the life of a car in Ukraine is not so long. And social media, of course, this is a post on the Facebook by Ukrainian guy, Misha. Now it's not available anymore. I don't know, maybe it doesn't fit to Facebook policy, but there was a video when where he asked to help him with the cars. He and his friends wanted to go to frontline, and just ask for help. And that's a good thing about the Facebook, that it's relatively easy to check, is this a real guy and this is a real need, because you can check the connections. And that's exactly what we did. And we was sure that it's real need, it's real guy, and decided to help him. And the other good thing, and it's not possible in Twitter to check is it real or not real, but in the Twitter it's a good thing that the connections is more personal, especially in small country, small community as Latvia is. And also the good things in social media is, I know it's strange for a startup community, but for me it's very difficult to ask money someone directly, but in social media you can do it quite easily. And the fifth element is coincidences. I know that a lot of people don't believe in the coincidences, but after this 400 day, I have no other choice than to believe in them. We have them actually almost every day, and we see how by coincidence many things come together. And I feel that there is some bigger plan somewhere, and we are just hands of it. But it also gives some optimistic And this is actually the first coincidence, and without this, I think Twitter convoy wouldn't happen. It was when we went to first ride, we of course need a bus to come back. And we were looking for who can give us the bus, and then the one city council, Jēkabpils, it's 150 kilometers from Riga around, gave us this bus because also one of the guys was from Jēkabpils, and so they give us the bus. And we went to Ukraine, came back, and then we stuck in the Jēkabpils for 2 hours, waiting someone from Riga come to pick us up. If we went directly to Riga, I'm sure we all went home, and that was over. But we were sitting in this Jēkabpils for a couple hours. First hour we were sleeping, everybody in different corner. But in second hour we came together and thought that we need to do something. And the guys started to think about the businessmen, who can they ask money, but as I said, I don't know how to ask money, so I just tweeted. And that was this 1 hour in Jēkabpils was the moment I tweeted about that we need money to help Ukraine. And of course, the state and the role of the state, actually the big conclusion is that, or what the Ukrainians showed us, that there is no, state and people. We are the state, the people are the state, because also Ukraine survived, especially in first days and months, because of people. The simple people, as I told you, from WhatsApp groups, they just mobilized and defended their country. Of course, army also plays a big role, but the key element was people. And when we started to do all these things, we understood that actually this NGO, how to say, is actually very over-regulated. To do things correctly, it would took us, I don't know, 2 or 3 months to start to do things correctly as it should be. And that's why we decided that we will deal with the problems later. Now we just have to do it. We definite things. What is important to leave traces. Everything is going through the bank accounts, no cash, and things like that. Just if we need later, we can prove every move that we didn't steal anything and didn't cheat, and like that. But the second very important thing is also the state services, which makes it available to do it in that scale. CSDD is office where you register the cars, and I know that these procedures, what we do in some European countries take, I don't know, in some countries days, in some countries even weeks to do all these export things. In Latvia it takes minutes, literally a couple minutes, and that's why we are able, actually 2.5 people deliver more than 1,000 cars. And also there's a lot of big boys who offered me to, okay, let's go, I will introduce you with bosses so they can help you do it quicker and easier. And I was very happy that I can say that I don't need it. I can go in as a regular people, and it takes still a couple minutes, so no boss can help me anything. Yeah, that's basically our story, but actually the main conclusion what I want to say is that's why I agreed to come here, is that preserve food. That's the main reason why Ukrainians can survive half a year under occupation, because in every basement in Ukraine, if you goes in, you can live there for half a year at least. And we also had this tradition, quite strong, but I feel that it starts to go down. But it's actually, important and can save lives. So thank you, and keep standing with Ukraine.